rediscovering a forgotten book is an experience that goes beyond simple reading. Imagine yourself in a moment of tranquility, when your eyes fall upon a book that has long been lost among the other volumes on the shelf. As you pick it up, you feel a wave of nostalgia. The yellowed pages seem to whisper long-forgotten stories and wisdom, waiting to be rediscovered. As you leaf through the pages, the familiarity of the text mixes with curiosity about what is to come. And then, a striking phrase catches your attention, a line that echoes in your mind and resonates in the depths of your soul. It is as if you are suddenly connecting with an aspect of yourself that had been neglected. With the reading still fresh in your mind, you go out into the street, where the world continues its frenetic pace. Amidst the hurried conversations and the noise of everyday life, something unexpected happens. You hear someone mentioning that same phrase that touched you so deeply. What seemed to be just a casual detail turns into an echo of your previous experience. This small synchronicity provokes an internal reflection, leading you to question the nature of this encounter. Was it just a coincidence or, perhaps, a sign that the universe is, in some way, communicating with you? These enigmatic moments make us realize that there is a greater force at work, an invisible dance that connects the people and events in our lives. Synchronicities are not mere coincidences, they are manifestations of a greater design that can be felt but not necessarily understood. They come as glimpses of a divine plan, guiding us toward our true purpose. When we look at these moments from a spiritual perspective, we begin to understand that each sign is a clue that directs us toward our fulfillment. They are like little lights along a path, pointing us in the direction we should go, even if we cannot see the final destination. To better understand these synchronicities, it's helpful to explore the science behind them. In today's video, we'll delve into this fascinating universe, examining the deeper meaning of synchronicities and their impact on our lives. We'll see how, although they may seem inexplicable, these experiences are intertwined in a larger fabric, revealing a divine plan that orchestrates our destiny. Through this journey, we hope to spark curiosity and awareness about what truly connects us, encouraging you to pay attention to the signs around you and recognize the magic that resides in the small coincidences of everyday life. Defining synchronicities involves delving into the intersection of events that may at first glance appear random, but upon closer inspection reveal a meaningful pattern. Synchronicities are those coincidences that are not merely happenstance, they manifest as a reflection of the underlying order of the universe, as if each event were woven into a cosmic tapestry. This phenomenon provokes a sense that there is something beyond what is visible, something that is orchestrating the events of our lives in a deeper, more intuitive way. Carl Jung, one of the great thinkers of the 20th century, shed light on this concept, developing the idea that synchronicities are not just simple coincidences, but rather expressions of a higher order. He suggested that these coincidental experiences can serve as guides on our personal journey, helping us unravel the complexity of our destiny. Jung noted that when synchronistic events align, they can lead us to important insights into our lives, as if they were messages from the cosmos meant to guide us and connect us with what is most meaningful. These synchronicities, according to Jung, are rooted in our subconscious. They originate in a deeper space of the mind, where dreams and realities intertwine, and manifest in our daily lives as indicators of something greater. Jung believed that this connection is universal, present in many cultures and traditions, which teach about synchronicity in different ways. These lessons manifest themselves through myths, stories and beliefs that reveal the human search for meaning in an often chaotic world. The divine connection of synchronicities underscores the idea that we are interconnected not only with the physical world, but also with a spiritual dimension that transcends logic. These synchronistic moments remind us that there is a web of interactions that shape our experience, and that each event, no matter how mundane it may seem, can be a thread that connects our lives to a greater purpose. Therefore, when we encounter synchronicities, we are invited to reflect on our own existence and discover the lessons that the universe is sending us, reinforcing the idea that even in the most everyday situations, there is a deeper meaning to be explored. The interdependence of events in the universe is a fascinating idea that explores how all phenomena are interconnected, creating a complex web of experiences that shape our reality. When we talk about synchronicities, we refer to those meaningful coincidences that seem to have a deeper meaning, as if the universe is communicating something to us. These moments are often seen as indications from the divine, signaling that we are aligned with our spiritual purpose. To understand how synchronicities manifest in our lives, it is important to recognize that they are more than just coincidences. Each time we encounter a synchronicity, we are receiving a subtle reminder that our spiritual journey is unfolding in the right way. These events can come in many forms, such as repeating numbers that have personal meaning, unexpectedly meeting someone who brings a crucial message, or the presence of an animal that represents a powerful symbol for us. These signs encourage us to take a closer look at what is happening around us and reflect on what we can learn from these experiences. The importance of being present in our lives cannot be overstated. To notice synchronicities, we need to cultivate a state of mindfulness, where focus and discernment become essential tools. This requires a willingness to slow down and listen to what our intuition and subconscious are telling us. When we are receptive, our minds can identify the patterns that are unfolding before us, and synchronicities become more evident. This ability to be attentive to the nuances of daily life helps us connect the dots and find deeper meaning in the experiences we live. As we begin to interpret these signs, we are faced with a vast universe of possibilities. Each intuition, each repetition of events or symbols, carries a message that deserves to be explored. If, for example, we begin to notice the same number sequence in different contexts, this can invite us to reflect on what these numbers represent for us. It can be a reminder to keep faith in our goals or a sign to reevaluate the path we are following. Life, then, becomes a rich and intricate fabric, where each thread is interconnected with the others, forming a bigger picture that inspires us to take action and seek our true purpose. Recognizing and embracing this interdependence not only helps us live more consciously, but also connects us with the flow of the universe, allowing us to flow with it rather than resist its currents. Finding balance is an essential journey that many people neglect throughout their lives. People often fall into extremes that make it difficult to fully experience reality. On the one hand, there are those who become overly rational, analyzing every aspect of life with cold logic and disregarding the beauty of the abstract and the depth of emotions. On the other hand, there are those who sink into illusions, living in a world of fantasies that are not supported in practice, neglecting the responsibilities and concrete reality that surrounds them. Both paths can lead to a dead end, where true understanding and knowledge are out of reach. True wisdom lies in finding a middle ground, where rationality combines harmoniously with intuition and emotion. To achieve this harmony, it is essential to correlate our experiences and feelings with both the physical and metaphysical aspects of life. This interconnection reveals the essence of what we call non-locality, which suggests that everything in the universe is interconnected in subtle and complex ways. This understanding invites us to explore the relationship between the tangible, what we can touch and see, and the intangible, which is composed of feelings, thoughts and energies that cannot be easily quantified. Thus, it is vital to integrate the lessons we learn in our daily experiences with the emotions we feel, aligning our expectations with the realities that surround us. It is in this scenario that our thoughts emerge as forms of energy. Every idea and emotion we cultivate has the potential to shape our reality, influencing not only our lives but also the interactions we have with the world around us. By understanding this dynamic, we realize that every choice we make creates an interconnected web of experiences. We are, in fact, co-creators of our own reality, working in collaboration with the universe to manifest our deepest desires. This perspective empowers us, reminding us that we have an active role in creating our lives and weaving our destiny. In this call to harmony, we are invited to live in tune with the cosmos, always aware of our interdependence with all the beings and phenomena that surround us. From the smallest particles that dance around us to the vast galaxies that stretch beyond our field of vision, everything is, in essence, energy. This intrinsic connection reminds us that we are not alone in our journey, we are part of a greater whole. This awareness drives us to seek a state of balance that not only enriches our own lives, but also contributes to universal harmony. Thus, in seeking this balance, we find the key to a full life, where reason and emotion coexist in a beautiful intertwining, revealing the true depth of the human experience. The transformation of energy is a fascinating concept that permeates both physics and spirituality, revealing a profound truth about the nature of the universe. The first fundamental lesson we can draw from this idea is that energy cannot be created or destroyed, it can only be transformed. This notion leads us to understand that the division of anything is, in fact, a manifestation of the whole. This principle is reflected in many aspects of life, from the way we interact to the way we perceive our reality. Just as in quantum physics, where the principle of duality in subatomic particles reveals that these entities can exist simultaneously in different states, everything in the universe also exhibits a similar duality, where opposites complement each other and integrate into a single essence. When we look more closely at the nature of energy, we find its wave-like nature, which resembles waves in a vast cosmic ocean. This wave-like nature is the bridge that connects all things, allowing energies to interact, influence, and transform one another. It is through this vibration that the intrinsic interconnectedness of everything we perceive becomes evident. Waves of energy are constantly in motion, interacting with the environment and with each of us, creating a vibrant fabric of experiences and feelings. This understanding invites us to view life as a continuous flow, where every thought, emotion, and action has an impact on the entirety of the cosmos. Moving into the realm of metaphysics, we find the Akashic records, an idea that further enriches our understanding of energy transformation. These records are often described as a universal library that stores information about every thought, action, and event that has ever occurred. They connect us to a vast amount of information about the hidden truth of our reality. It is believed that accessing these records can offer us profound insights into our lives, allowing us to better understand our purpose and the lessons we were born to learn. Within this context, synchronicities manifest themselves as valuable messages that we receive from this universal library. They appear at significant moments, functioning as guides that show us the path to follow and connect us to our true selves. Each synchronicity is a clue that leads us to a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. By paying attention to these synchronicities, we can discover not only our individual purpose, but also our role in the grand tapestry of life, understanding that we are integral parts of a greater whole. This connection invites us to live more consciously, recognizing that our actions and choices are interconnected with the energy that flows through the universe. Transcending boundaries is a journey that invites us to expand our perception of reality and consciousness. Too often, we find ourselves trapped in a pattern of thinking that limits our ability to understand the true nature of the universe and ourselves. To truly understand the universality of consciousness and the interconnectedness of all beings, it is essential to go beyond what we have traditionally considered normal or acceptable. The universe, as well as the events that occur within it, have largely been approached from a three-dimensional perspective, where we feel trapped by the linearity of time and the notion of cause and effect. This limited vision often prevents us from perceiving the infinite possibilities that surround us and the intrinsic complexity of reality. A new multidimensional view of the universe invites us to rethink this linearity, suggesting that time is not a continuous, one-dimensional flow, but rather a timeless concept, where events can coexist in multiple dimensions, beyond our usual understanding. This idea is supported by theories such as string theory, which proposes a universe composed of more dimensions than we can perceive. According to this theory, reality is not limited to what we see and experience in our daily lives, but extends to a vast network of possibilities that intertwine in a cosmic fabric of complex interactions. In this context, transcending limits means opening ourselves to this new understanding, allowing our consciousness to expand and connect with higher dimensions. This expansion offers us the opportunity to see beyond appearances and perceive the interconnection between all beings. When we adopt this multidimensional vision, we begin to see how our thoughts, emotions, and actions influence not only our lives, but also the collective reality. This understanding encourages us to act with greater responsibility and compassion, recognizing that we are part of a greater whole. The experience of transcending limits is therefore an invitation to reflection and transformation. It challenges us to question our beliefs, to explore new ways of seeing the world and to cultivate an open mindset that embraces the complexity and beauty of existence. On this path, we find a new freedom, a freedom that allows us to be creative, innovative and authentic, while connecting deeply with the essence of the universe and with others. This journey is not just a personal quest, but a call to collaborate in the co-creation of a more conscious and harmonious future, where everyone can thrive in synergy with the vastness of the cosmos. Changing perspectives is an invitation to reevaluate how we see the world around us and ourselves. This new approach not only changes our outlook on existence, but also propels us on a path of self-discovery and personal growth. Along this journey, many of us encounter situations full of ambiguity, where fear, doubt, and anxiety can become unwanted companions, These emotions often paralyze us, but they can also serve as catalysts for change. Through reflection and openness to new possibilities, we can learn to deal with these feelings, transforming them into opportunities to expand our horizons and become more resilient. A fascinating aspect of this process is interpreting the synchronicities that surround us. We often tend to ignore these subtle signs that life offers us, but when we start paying attention to them, a clear and revealing map begins to emerge. These synchronicities act as guides that direct us to where we truly want to go, helping us align our intentions with our actions. By deciphering these messages, we are able to access a form of inner wisdom that shows us the path forward, allowing us to connect more deeply with our desires and aspirations. In this context, the transformation of perspectives invites us to adopt a more open and receptive stance. Instead of seeing challenges as barriers, we begin to see them as opportunities for growth. This change in mindset enables us to face the unknown with confidence, allowing fears and uncertainties to become just part of our learning process. By interpreting synchronicities and recognizing their importance, we begin to navigate life more consciously, realizing that we are always moving towards what we truly desire. This path is not linear, but is full of discoveries that make us more authentic and connected to our essence.